Welcome to ECW back on television airs. We should not be allowed, but here we go. And here we go off to the start of the new ECW era. From Cohasset, Mass. That's right, I'm not saying the rest of it because I can't pronounce it. Let's go. And on tonight's episode of ECW, we will have Jon Moxley start off against Sicky Dice, here to really set the tone of his ECW. Jon Moxley, one of the top picks of ECW. Then we're going to have ourselves a nice little tag team competition, tag team battle. We're trying to figure out who is going to be the next tag team champions, and the winner of this will advance for ECW's first pay-per-view since we've been back in 2 weeks. Not this Sunday, but the next Sunday's pay-per-view of Barely Legal. It'll be the Briscoe brothers against the team of Joey Janela and Kushida. But that's not it. We're also going to be figuring out who will be advancing to compete for the Women's Championship at Barely Legal when Liv Morgan takes on Thunder Rosa. And then we will figure out who will face the winner of that tag team matchup. Will it be Juice Robinson and Bandito, or will it be the Dirty Sexy Boys of JTG and Fandango? And then in a best of 3 matches for the ECW Television Championship, these matches will happen here. One tonight on ECW TV. Next week, if it still goes on to the next matchup, the week after that we will crown a champion. Or the week after that, we'll figure it out. But it'll be a best of 3 between Sammy and Only Lorcan here tonight. And then the main event. A main event that will figure out our matchup for the ECW Championship. It'll be a 6-man triple threat tornado tag team style matchup. The winning team will become opponents at Barely Legal. They will main event our first pay-per-view back. They will main event it for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. It will be Matt Sydal and Grayson Waller teaming up together to take on Samoa Joe and Tommaso Ciampa against Chris Bay and Eddie Edwards. It's a hell of a matchup that we're going to see. Let's get to it. Let's go. Let's watch the show. Let's go. I said let's go.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 231 pounds, Jon Moxley.
The man from Cincinnati, Ohio, Moxley, is here. Mox is in the building. He's going to kick off this new era of ECW television, ECW programming. Man, I'm questioning why he is not in the first match for the ECW Championship. Why he wasn't given the ECW Championship like Goldberg was. But again, that's the difference between ECW and WCW. We don't give away championships like that. You must earn these championships and do that fair and square, the right way. No matter how much you bleed, break a body, break a bone, break anything, it must be done like that. And right now is a man that's going to try to make his name right now off of Jon Moxley, the loudmouth, the man who can't shut the hell up, Sicky Dice.
At 241 pounds, Sicky.
With the fanny pack in the front there, this man does not care about listening to you. He only wants to talk about himself. He has called himself, or he says that Paul Heyman told him, he is ECW's future. He is the now, then, and forever symbol. As Sicky Dice will be running ECW within 3 months tops. I don't know if that's the case, but we'll have to wait and watch. As tonight he has a big challenge in front of him. It is Jon Moxley, a former World Heavyweight Champion in AEW and WWE. Everywhere he goes, this man makes a name for himself and makes himself known as the top dog, the top man to beat. And right here tonight, it's what he's going to do all over again. Set the tone here. Moxley's in trouble though. Ziggy Dice with the counter. And look at the strength of Dice there. Okay. And again, over the weekend, Nick Gage said, I'm coming over to ECW. He didn't win his matchup as we just saw previously on the kickoffs to the television show here. So he didn't get that win there, and you know, it's fine. It was a fatal 4-way. A lot of chaos going on. You can't always get the best of those. Not really. You can't really measure that much. Yeah, but he wants a match against Jon Moxley here tonight. He said, "Hey, look, John, you're going to a company that." Oh, look at Ziggy Dice going high rest right there. He told Moxley, "You're going to a company that made this style famous. It brought it to the mainstream. It brought the hardcore style to it, the extreme violence method of madness, into the eyes of the mainstream. And you want to be the poster boy, and I know you do. I know you want to do. But let's just face it, who is the real man that actually bleeds every single night, breaks his body, gets everything thrown at him, and still walks with no problems?" And Nick Gage has had a pass with Jon Moxley, and Jon Moxley knows Nick Gage pretty well. But Jon told him, "Hey, look, right now is not the time. I'm going to focus on helping this company come back. And I'm going to focus on becoming their champion and taking this company to the top, as I know I can, and I have done it, and I will do it again." But right now, Ziggy Dice is in full control of Jon Moxley. What is going on here? Moxley needs to figure something out here, because Ziggy Dice right now is in control of the matchup. And the crowd here tonight are thinking to themselves, what is going on? And there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Moxley there. Wait. What is going on here? What is this? I don't know what's going on here. What the hell's going on here? That's the music that Nick Gage was using earlier. And look at Ziggy Dice trying to use that as an advantage to take down Jon Moxley. And Moxley stepping to the outside looking for a weapon underneath the ring, and Ziggy Dice does not want that to happen to him. Because once Moxley gets the weapons, it's over and done with. And Moxley running right at him, but the block by Ziggy Dice. And right now, Ziggy is doing it all over again here. He's got Moxley in a bad spot here. Bah! They head to the toughest part of the ring right there. That was Nick Gage, who has played in music, but no Nick Gage to be seen. But I don't know what the hell that was about. Nick Gage playing the mind games now with Jon Moxley. I guess if you won't say yes to his answers, he'll just come in and interrupt your match. And right now, it's not looking well right now for Moxley right here. But counter there. Remember, no countouts in these types of matches at all here on ECW. No countouts at all. And there's Ziggy right there, ready. Oh, he's gonna close him out here. Pile driver. Oh no, power bomb. Oh no, Moxley counters it. Yes. Jon Moxley, ever so dangerous and quick to change the speed and the momentum. And that's the dangerous part about Moxley. You can have the matchup the whole long time, but you could be dominating it. Moxley just needs a paradigm shift, and it does just that. It shifts the momentum of the matchup. It shifts everything against you, and you're done. And right now, Moxley's got the table. I think he wants a table, or he just took it out to use it as a weapon. Not sure, but here the fans here in Cohasset are watching themselves a little bit of ECW. Remember, we'll be wait, hold on. Oh, knee elbow right there. It's gonna be a special edition this week of Thunder. Thunder usually is going to be in between the WCW and ECW matches, tapings. But this week we will see Thunder happen after ECW, so it's going to be interesting to go from there. And right now, Jon Moxley is telling Ziggy Dice, "Come on, you got to get up. I know you want to get up." As right now, Moxley taking it straight to this kid, and Ziggy Dice now throwing arms here. He's like, "I gotta fight back." And Moxley got tossed on his back there on the outside. Not a good landing. That landing's always bad, but Moxley, again, the toughness of Moxley, the adrenaline. I don't know what runs through Moxley's bones, through his blood, but it is helping him survive in this matchup against Ziggy Dice. And what's he doing under here? And he's got got the chair there, and Dice again does not want Moxley using those weapons, because he knows if he uses a power slam or just dumping a table on top of him. Yeah, you just power slam on him a chair and you just throw a table on top of him. That's always pleasant. And throw him into the steel steps too. Why the hell not? Ziggy Dice is thinking of the table. I think he wants to use it, but he's like, no, I can't get sucked in to his style of wrestling. I can't get sucked into that no talentless tax style of wrestling, which Ziggy Dice calls it. And right now, went for the chop. Nothing there at all. Jon Moxley right now needs to get that paradigm shift, and that's the only way I think he'll win this matchup. He got distracted by Nick Gage. He's been able to get those moments right there where he tries to take control of the matchup. But Ziggy Dice has been one step ahead, and stopping that momentum has been very good for him. And Moxley with the table. Moxley's bringing that table onto the inside. He's inside with the table now. And he's going to the outside, and there's Ziggy telling him, oh, no. He's like, no. He's like, don't use that on me. Nobody got control of the... Oh, right there onto the steel barricade there that separates the fans and the wrestlers here. And he's got the sledgehammer, oh, he rolls away from the sledgehammer and delivers a clothesline. That sledgehammer almost getting Ziggy Dice there, but he moved to the side. He did a nice little barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. And now Ziggy Dice says, I have the sledgehammer. And now Moxley gets out of the way, and Moxley coming in he came with a flying boot, but you saw Ziggy was able to counter it there. And now Ziggy again, look at the strength of a man who just got DDT'd. Moxley with a beautiful reversal there. And Mox is saying, bring the fight in here. Moxley wants to use that table. He wants to use that table, and he's smacking Ziggy Dice with the table. That's why I love it. I love to see that. I love to see people getting smacked with the table. It's one of the best things ever. And now, what is Moxley thinking here? Moxley's got the table set up. Moxley with the belly-to-belly. Slowing it down. Maybe hurt your opponent a little bit more. Get them not feeling comfortable right now. Because here it is. Crossface. A crossface by Moxley. A tap out does win you the match. A tap out will get you the props you need. It will get you. There's no rope break, Ziggy, so you got to figure a way out of this. And there it is. I think he just licked Moxley's hand. Well, a little weird, but whatever gets the job done, I guess. As now. Moxley. Oh, but the knee to the face. That's always been a good counter there. Ziggy Dice using the counter there. Ziggy with the neck breaker. Onto Mox. And Dice is thinking big time swinging punch. And here he goes high risk. We've seen him go high risk. One's already connected with that splash. He's going to do it again here. Oh, he's calling Moxley up. And Moxley, I don't know if he's getting up because he wants to or what's going on here. And went with the double. Oh, Moxley baited him in. Genius. Yeah, and that's that knowledge that Moxley brings, the former world champion, using a baseball bat now. This is why he didn't want him to get a weapon, because he gets destructive. He gets crazy like this. But there's a clothesline there by Ziggy, though. Buying him some time to bring them. Oh, he just picked him up and threw him over him like nothing. What a suplex. Moxley is hurting right now. And now Ziggy is just on the loose with that baseball bat. And Moxley says, you want to go? So come on, bring that baseball bat again. And now here comes the fight to the outside again. Now Moxley throwing him to the steel steps there. Now Moxley says, my turn. And there it is, swinging away like air. Swinging away. Swing away. Swing away like Mike Trout, baby, because that's my favorite baseball player. And I could have said Aaron Judge, but I said Mike Trout. And now he's stepping in. And Ziggy got the sledgehammer, and he got him. He went swinging before Moxley stepped up, so he was able to use that momentum and place it at the right time. But Moxley said, I don't give two shits about your sledgehammer. I just walk out of it like that. And here, oh, come on. Ziggy Dice now. Oh, countered. Ooh, shots to the midsection. More shots to the midsection. Holy crap. And there's an uppercut. This matchup has been a heck of a matchup, and these two men are welcoming you back to ECW television here. And welcome back to what we're doing here. Ziggy Dice, though, thinking he has the better of Jon Moxley, stepping back into the ring again. And Moxley, oh, he thought you were going to get her. You thought you were going to get him. And look at Mox. I think he wants to give the people what they want. And that's a table. Oh, here where it is. Moxley got him. Suplex onto the table. Give the people what they want. And now Moxley saying, I got to put this one to bed. Paradigm shift on the way. No, Ziggy Dice with the counter. And Ziggy, oh, running right into Mox. Mox is in trouble. Ziggy, powerbomb, sit down, powerbomb. Ziggy Dice Could have just pulled the upset. It's the upset special. And it's what's for dinner, Mox. Okay. Kick out by Mox. I thought that was it. And I think, Ziggy Dice says, I'm putting this one to bed. Like, this is it. Oh, countered by Moxley. Oh, went for the low, went for the try to take the air out of his guts. And Moxley counters that. There it is. Take the air out of his guts there. Moxley. Belly to belly. The pinfall. Moxley, like, maybe this belly to belly, the third belly to belly here tonight. Gets the win. And Ziggy with the kick out. And Mox is telling the ref, hey, man, I get it. I didn't go for the right one, but now Moxley has control here. Moxley hit it. Get it. Oh, Moxley was thinking again. Nothing there. Ziggy with a clothesline. And he might just be getting the better of Moxley here. Moxley could be on the verge of losing this one. What an upset it would be. Holy hell. I think we're about to get it. Upset of the year. Moxley's done. Moxley's done. He's done. And Ziggy dies. Oh. He pulled it off.
Here is your winner, Dickie.
Ziggy Dice has pulled it off tonight. I mean, there was some help from Nick Gage being a distraction, but Jon Moxley has been defeated by Ziggy Dice. What is going on here? Why? I'm in shock. The crowd here is in shock. And I don't know if it was the mind games by Nick Gage or what happened. Jon Moxley was not on his best performance tonight. We've seen better performances. He was he was doing everything he did, but he was getting dominated from the bat. And I don't know if that's because of Gage or what's going on, but we'll see next week.
New Jersey, weighing in at 215 pounds, Bad Boy Joey Janela.
The Bad Boy Joey Janela. Yeah. The Bad Boy Joey Janela. Again, I'm still on alert after Moxley was upset here tonight. Not upset. He was upset. Wait, I'm pretty sure he was upset, but he was also on upset tonight. He was on what Ziggy Dice now will call the greatest win of his career. Maybe I was wrong about Ziggy Dice. Maybe he's not delusional. Maybe Paul Heyman did really tell him that. But Joey Janela tonight teaming up with Kushida. Janela says he feels like this is his new home. He knows he's going to be wrestling here, but he says this is his new home. This is much more closer to home than his old home. So tonight he's going to take Kushida under his wing. He's going to team up with Kushida. They're going to form a tag team that will change the style of tag team wrestling. I don't know what the hell that means, but Kushida and Joey Janela taking on, again, one of the best tag teams in the last 20 years in the Briscoe brothers.
And from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 192 pounds, Kushida.
The time splinter here tonight. He is here to show you that his favorite movie was Back to the Future, but he's still a hell of an athlete in the ring. This is how he captures your attention. This is how he makes you love him. But in the ring, he pulls it out. This is not going to be a tag team wrestling type of match. This will be tornado-style tag team wrestling. Every man will be in the ring. The Briscoe brothers, who are just champions everywhere they go. Ring of Honor, they were a tag team champions. These guys just win belts, and they would love to be one of the best tag teams on the roster, and they'll continue to be that. And Joey Janela just removed the referee out of the equation. Okay, that's an interesting style of competing here tonight. Maybe that's what he meant by different style of tag team wrestling. Right now, Kushida working on the arm. And right now, at the moment, Mark Briscoe is in control. Jay Briscoe is in control. Kushida and Joey Janela. Joey just took back control of his style right here, but look at Joey going right after that. Split the legs. Easy. Again, the winner of this one will face the Dirty Sexy Boys or Juice Robinson and Bandito at Barely Legal. Hell, I don't even know who the favorite is here anymore. After Ziggy Dice just defeated Jon Moxley, that really did upset the status quo. I don't know what we're to expect anymore. I mean, Nick Gage lost the match earlier. Maybe that wasn't a fluke. Maybe that was just what's going to happen now. Tejano Jr. won that matchup, which is being over. I mean, the loss of Nick Gage is bigger than the win for Tejano. That's good news. It's just a surprise there. Tejano definitely loved the fact that he got the win, but I would feel like he would want more people talking about his win. And right now, the Briscoe brothers are working down on Joey Janela. They are attacking, but Kushida now stepping back into the ring here. Kushida's been makeshift tag teams before. Wouldn't be his first makeshift tag team. He knows all about that, but he understood, hey, I'm an ECW now. I have to figure out my footing here, and I have to figure out where I belong and what division and what place am I going to be. And for him, Kushida's about winning titles. It's about winning titles and having one of the best matches of the night. That's why he got into it. And Kushida wants to have the best moments right here, wants to create some great moments with the fans, and wants them to remember his name, and wants them to chant his name and be fans of him. You know, and now Joey Janela going to work on Jay right there. Oh, went for a he's that's a baseball bat straight to the head of this Briscoe bro, but he's like, I'm fine. It ain't a problem for me. And now Kushida's called in and Mark Briscoe. He's telling him, step in the ring. Let's go. And Kushida back to the arm here. Again, I would not be surprised if the Briscoe brothers lost this matchup against a team that's never tagged up before, because it's just that kind of night tonight. I could feel it. I could feel it in the cards here. But the Briscoe brothers, again, want to take pride in the fact that they are one of the best tag teams in the world and want to become ECW tag team champions. The first ECW tag team champions in the new era of Extreme Championship Wrestling. And right now, Mark is in there, and he's taking care of Kushida. Jay's on the outside going against Janela. And right now, counter. Oh, there is Joey Janela, the bad boy of professional wrestling. And now pinfall here. Mark Briscoe's trying to get the win over Kushida. No, kick out there by Kushida. And look who's there to quickly try to break it up there. Joey Janela brought the speed up right there. But right now, it looks like Mark's about to go high risk again. And what a shooting star press. That was awesome. And the Briscoe brothers are going to walk out here with the win and head to Barely Legal for the ECW Tag Team Championships. What a goddamn shooting star press that was. That was impressive. And the Briscoe brothers are happy with that win. They'll be meeting their opponents for the Tag Team Championships. They'll be keeping a close eye on our tag team matchup later tonight between the Dirty Sexy Boys and Juice Robinson and Bandito. Big win for the Briscoes.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan making her way out to the ring. Liv Morgan ready to live to riot. Liv Morgan is just ready to acquire herself her championship back. She says, hey, look,
I never really lost my championship on the WWE. I had to give my title up because of the whole brand, the whole draft, and everything like that. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to give it my best. But there's another woman who as well got injured and had to release her championship and had to see it become an interim championship. And it wasn't the best way she wanted. It says, hey, it's a brand new start for her. It's a fresh start for her to get it. But she loved where she came from. Because, but things were starting to go not the way she wanted to go. She would just say she just needed a fresh start. I want to leave all that in the past. And right now, the perfect way for Thunder Rosa is to make this her division. Thunder Rosa can make ECW her women's landscape. And we know the winner of this will advance to Barely Legal. Will it be Thunder Rosa? Will it be Liv Morgan, former AEW Women's Champion, against a former SmackDown Women's Champion here tonight on ECW? But let the past stay in the past, and now the future, the present, is about to start right here, as this will be the first women's matchup here in ECW. Let's go. And Thunder kicking it off real fast there. Amera is going to show Liv Morgan, hey, I know you're tough, I know you have heart, and I know you have that little gumption to give you a little bit more fight, but it's not going to last against me that well. I've studied it. But Liv Morgan also wants to show Thunder Rosa, hey, look, I get that you have I'm a badass character, I'm this, I'm that, I have struggled through all this, but we're in a different place now. We're now at an even level playing field. And Liv Morgan dropping an elbow, nothing there. She took a high risk chance, and Thunder Rosa says this is your reward for it. Hitting your elbow right into the ground, never a pleasant thing right now. And again, we now know that the Briscoe brothers will be at Barely Legal. It's a good thing to see them there. But will we see Thunder Rosa there, or will we see Liv Morgan there? And then next week, we're going to see a fatal four-way matchup in the main event spotlight of ECW when it turns out to be Toni Storm, Jade Cargill, legit Layla Hirsch, and Sarah the Rebel's turn to take at it. And that woman would face either Thunder Rosa or Liv Morgan for the ECW Women's Championship at Barely Legal. Boom. Again, it's a division that we're very proud of here in ECW. I feel like we have very talented ladies that will carry us and take us up to the next level, and we know we have quite the squad with Thunder Rosa, Jade Cargill, Toni Storm, Liv Morgan, Nyla Rose, legit Layla Hirsch, Sarah the Rebel, Lufisto, Alicia Edwards is also out there. It's quite the roster with Sonny Kiss, and Sonya Deville as well. So it's good to see Liv Morgan go high risk, get a move actually to get to land onto Thunder Rosa. And Thunder Rosa right now is about to walk out of here. No, that Thunder Rosa about to walk out of here with a loss. Meta not looking good right now as Liv Morgan is taking it to her right now. In a night that I thought it was going to be just upsets and not knowing what the real norm is, I'm glad the Briscoe brothers won. And right now this one could go either way. Honestly, Liv Morgan and Thunder Rosa could go either way. Either one of the two could win this. There's no clear favorite because they've both been champions at where they've been at. And some would say they were been played as second fiddle champions, that they weren't first class champions, even though in their heart of heart, in their eyes, they were the best champion there. And that's the thing about it. These two women have always had to prove the haters wrong and the doubters wrong. And Thunder Rosa is about to try to make Liv Morgan submit. And what a huge win that would be for Thunder if you can get Liv Morgan to give up and quit. But Liv does not give up and quit so easily. Remember, Liv Morgan had to go in the shadow of Bianca Belair as a champion. Thunder Rosa, you saw her ending as an AEW Women's Champion. So both these women have been in that section of, oh yeah, they're not the real champion. They're not really that great of a champion. They're just there because right now, And it's been the doubters wrong, and they want to prove the doubters wrong. They want to hear those voices just shut the hell up. And then that's what these two women have dealt with it. So even though they might not be the same, they're very similar to their championship reigns and what they've come up through. So right now Thunder Rosa and Liv Morgan are in a battle here to prove the other one that they belong in the spotlight here. And we know they do. The fans know they do. But Thunder Rosa and Liv Morgan will always have that chip on their shoulder to perform better, to be better. And the pinfall here is Thunder Rosa trying to win it with that flatliner. And Liv Morgan, again, showing you the toughness within her. She's not going to quit. that easy. Thunder Rosa's going to have to put her through a table or break her leg or do something. And look at Liv again, not letting Thunder take full control here. It's Liv Morgan is going to take, grabbing her from the head right there. It's like an Edge-O-Matic there. And looking at the kick. Kick out by Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa is just, she's in trouble here as Liv Morgan with a drive-by codebreaker. Liv Morgan is thinking it's time to put Thunder Rosa down. And that's it. Liv Morgan live a little bit there. As Liv has got it. No. The ref said that's a 2.5. As Thunder Rosa telling Liv, I just the same as you. I'm just as resilient as you. I'm going to give you that same fight. Both women know they are fighting for a chance at the ECW Women's Championship, a chance to fully have this division at their attention, to fully be the one waving the flag. And Paul Heyman really wants to take it in that the women's division is one of the crown jewels of ECW. Going to give them the spotlight next week. And right now, Liv Morgan is in trouble here. Liv's in trouble here because there's an arm breaker right there. And I don't know if she can get out of it. Oh, she's finding a way out of it. Look at again the flexibility of Liv Morgan just coming around here. But she's holding on to the arm. Thunder Rosa is doing exactly what she wants. Get worked on that body part. Work on body parts and make her break. And now Liv just throwing Thunder Rosa's head back. And again, this could be a matchup for the championship in the future. We could be getting a championship matchup in the future. Both women are not the champions. Neither one of the two of them yet. But it could be these two ladies before in the future could be headlining a pay-per-view. And Thunder Rosa got her. She hit her with that flatliner. Liv Morgan must have got knocked silly. Your back of your head. The thing is, your back of your head's getting knocked out, so you could have gotten a concussion there. And Thunder Rosa says, I'm going to Barely Legal, and I'm competing for that championship. And look at Liv. Liv's telling you, hey, look, I respect you. And that's right. That's after their matchup right now. They know, hey, the better woman won tonight. The better woman was you tonight. But we'll see each other in the future. And they know they have a date with destiny. It's going to happen. Liv Morgan and Thunder Rosa eventually for the ECW World Champion, Women's World Champion. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of fact. It's just a matter of now when is it going to happen. But Thunder will be going to Barely Legal. She'll be competing for that championship. We'll find out next week who she will face off against. Don't go anywhere. We are going to find out who is going to face the Briscoe brothers for the tag team championships at Barely Legal. Will it be Juice Robinson and Bandito, or will it be the dirty, sexy boys of JTG and Fan Dangle, Dirty Dangle? It is time for tag team action, and we're going to jump right into it like that. As this is a tornado-style tag team matchup, no rules, no nothing like that. Just like our last tag team matchup that we had tonight was tornado-style as well. Because guess what? Extreme rules, craziness, no rules at all. That's what we do here. That's what we do. But there is no rules involved in this matchup. The winner of this match will go to Barely Legal. They will face the Briscoe brothers for the tag team championships to crown our first ECW tag team champions. Bam! Right there. Bandito quick to it. Bandito and Juice Robinson against JTG and Fandango, Dirty Dango of the Dirty Sexy Boys. That is the team name, and let's see if they are able to get the win here and go up against the Briscoes. It's already been a night that's been eventful. Thunder Rosa picking up the win against Liv Morgan. Thunder Rosa will be in one of the main events for Guilty as Charged for the ECW Women's Championship. And look, JT just got countered there by Juice. And a lot of people thought Juice would have selected his old tag team partner, Finley, Dave Finley here. And it didn't happen like that. Juice has changed his ways and said, hey, I don't need someone like that backing me up. I'm Bullet Club all the way, okay? And he knows tonight one of his boys, Chris Bay, will get a chance at maybe being the headliner of Guilty as Charged for the ECW Championship. He has to win his matchup first in his pairing. But tonight, this is a chance for Juice and Bandito to get the tag team championships, get a bigger payday, get a bigger pay window, and a kick there by JTG to knock down. Take back control of the matchup, and Juice Robinson's in trouble here. JTG picking up the juice, and the juice is gonna be squeezed down right there. JTG gets that one there. I put guts, gets and Bandito on the outside with Dirty Dango. We also saw the upset of Jon Moxley tonight. There was some interference from Nick Gage, but it was still a hell of a fight from Ziggy Dice to be able to pick up the victory here tonight. Tejano picked up a victory in our pre-show kickoff extravaganza Taranza Balanza. So that was a great way for Tejano to put himself on the map here. And there it is. Look at that suplex right there. This is the 4th match of the night. Tonight we still have a best of 3 series that will begin tonight between Sami Callihan and Orny Lorcan for the ECW Television Championship. It could end next week. And next week we could have our first ECW Television Champion since we've returned. Or hell, we could see it in 2 weeks' time. It could be a new ECW Television Champion. The ECW Television Championship shall only be defended on our TV programs of ECW. And yes, we will be participating with Thunder, with WCW's Thunder as well. They've given us a chance to put a couple matches up, 3 there. And we're going to steal the show every single night that we're there. It's going to be a heck of a night that we're going to put on over there. But right now, focusing on this tag team matchup, I know just like the Briscoe brothers are, they are focusing on this one scene. What team are they going to face at Guilty as Charged? The Briscoes have all the experience. Fandango and JTG, a new team. So they have a little more. They have a lot more experience than Bandito and Juice Robinson. But here and now, there's Fandango being tossed around. Remember, Dango and JTG were drafted together. The Dirty Sexy Boys were drafted together to ECW. And right now, Bandito with the drop kick there. Bandito more accustomed to teaming up with other masked luchadors or more luchadors themselves. You know, he's used to going with Rush, or with Dragon Lee, just other guys as well. But Bandito said, I'm gonna try my world out. There's more to that than this. And Fandango says, last dance is there. I just swayzed you, and nobody puts Bandito in a corner. How about the kick out there by Bandito? He's surviving there, but Dango loves the leg drop. It's his move. It's his thing. It's the last leg drop you'll ever see. As the man known as Dirty Dango gets the win. Dango and JTG will go on to Barely Legal to face the Briscoes. It will be the Dirty Sexy Boys against the Briscoes. And can they be the next ECW Tag Team Champions of the World? We will find out at Guilty as Charged. But for now, JTG, Fandango, celebrate your win. Good win for the boys. That's a good one. I like that one.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 259 pounds, Sam Callihan.
Callihan, baby. Sami Callihan hoping to become the ECW Television Champion, forge his way through. It's going to be a heck of a night, man. A man that craves violence, says he is violent, says he is better than violence, says he is Sami Callihan. Another man I think will eventually get to mold his style here perfectly. I think this is the guy that will fit the ECW. I said it pretty damn well. ECW Television Champion, I think it's just the beginning for him.
Massachusetts, weighing in at 190 pounds, Orny Lorcan.
as Oney Lorcan prepares for this matchup against Sami Callihan. It's Extreme Rules style, just like a normal matchup here. That's what it is. Weapons are always legal here. Anything you want to do, you can do. No countouts at all. No rope breaks. This is going to get crazy here between Callihan and Oney Lorcan. Two men who said, hey, you guys have been champions before. You've been big names, but never really been given the ball to run with it and show what you can do. Not the main event tonight, but this feels just like a main event between these two men, as it's the best of their 3 matches to start here. And Sami Callihan says, I'm going to deliver these big kicks and big names to your face right now. And there's a pinfall there. Callahan's hoping not enough to beat Lorcan, and Lorcan could have been knocked out silly there, but he regained himself here, and he is still in it now. As Sami Callihan's going back to work onto Oney Lorcan. And this is not what Lorcan wanted at all. And so he is getting smucked right now. Biff is being destroyed here. And Lorcan, there you go, counters it up right there. A former tag team champion in NXT. A man who could definitely put on a good spotlight, a hard-hitting, I like the hard-hitting style. Believes he can do that kind of style better than anyone else. But again, here comes Sami Callihan flying high. Not afraid to bring that into the mix. And look at these kicks here, but big boots right there. His whole attack from Sami Callihan has been towards the head. He's understanding, hey, I'm going to give this man a concussion, get him wobbly, give this man no chance of at all competing next week. But these two will compete next week. The question is, will it be for the championship? Will it be for the championship for one of these two? But will one of those men be able to capture the championship next week? And Sami Callihan right now is focused on hurting the arm and hurting the face of Oney Lorcan. This is just not great. But next week we do know our main event here will be to see who will face Thunder Rosa for the ECW Women's Championship, as it will be Toni Storm versus Jade Cargill versus Layla Hirsch, the legit Layla Hirsch, and Sarah the Rebel. We will also see this matchup take place in match number 2. Will we crown a champion next week, or will we see match number 3 be born? We'll also see apparently Paul Heyman says, you know what, we want to put a triple threat matchup for the tag team championship, not a singles matchup anymore. So it will no longer be the Briscoe brothers against the Dirty Sexy Boys. They will now be joined by Lorcan coming up, and Lorcan said he thought he was gonna go for something there, and Sami Callihan says, that's a counter, baby. That's just me understanding you and watching video on you and knowing that what you will do, and your tendencies have been studied by me. But again, now we will next week figure out who will be the third team added to that triple threat tag team matchup for the tag team championships, as it will be the Mercer brothers against RVD and Sabu, ECW originals, guys who've been the OGs of ECW. They will be competing against the Mercer brothers, and the winners of that will join the Dirty Sexy Boys and the Briscoe brothers at Barely Illegal for the ECW Tag Team Championships. Bray Wyatt will be in action next week. We don't know against who, but Bray will be in action next week. Next week's looking like it's going to be a heck of a show already, with big names ready to go, big consequences. A champion might be crowned next week. All of the heads of the go-to, all the heads on the heels of Barely Illegal. Heads will roll next week. And now Sami Callihan taking down Oney Lorcan, and he's punishing him, he's smacking him, he is pushing the limits to him right now. Sami Callihan, a guy who could probably take over, and I would love to see him as an ECW champion, see what he can really do with that championship. And Sami tossing him there to the side. Oney Lorcan, though, on the not where he wants to be. Lorcan taken down with a pile driver all the way down to the ground. It's a lot worse, a lot more momentum coming down at you there. And it's never great to be dropped on your head. Trust me, I know. Personal experience. A child that was dropped on the head a lot. You're welcome. And suplex right there by Oney Lorcan. And, you know, the great rule about this ECW Television Championship is if you can get 10 defenses, you can cash that title in for... You can crown that, you can cash that championship in for a chance at the ECW Championship. That's the beautiful thing that Paul Heyman has said about the ECW Television Championship, and that's why these two men would love to do that. They feel like they could win that title, defend it 10 times, and go from there. That's just one of the perks of being ECW television champion. Another thing is you'll be on every single week. You'll have a match every single week while you'll be defending that championship. So winning and keeping that championship is going to be tough. Like, the one thing is, Lorcan, big elbows there. These two could battle for returning for the ECW television championship. And right now it's looking like it could be. Both of these guys are fighting each other, giving each other the business here. I'm enjoying this. This is a heck of a fight right now. Sami Callihan trying to get a back smack right there onto Lorcan. But Lorcan's going to show him just how tough he is. It didn't start off well for him, but now he's looking like he's taking control of this matchup. And Lorcan is getting a little bit of a hype behind him, but the crowd here not behind him here. They are not behind Lorcan. They are behind Sami. They want Sami to win, and that's fine with Lorcan. I guess it's like, hey, okay, I get to be a little bit more brutal tonight. Pulling out the kendo stick, reminiscences of the Sandman, bringing in memories of the Sandman here with that kendo stick, and I try to use it. Nothing for him there. As now, Sami Callihan counters it. Callihan, front, Russian leg sweep. We counter. Oh, no, kept out hold control of it and laying into Lorcan's face. And that could be enough to win. And Lorcan, kick out by Oni. Showing you something there. And he's not ready for this match to be over, but Sami Callihan wants this to be over, so next week he can crown himself ECW television champion. Package pile driver. And that's game. Thanks for coming, Sam. Thanks for coming, Oni. Sami Callihan with the win. So next week, Sami Callihan will have the chance to crown himself ECW television champion, and Oni knows that this is not Oni went for an attack, but look at the counter there by Callihan. And Callihan, you want some? Come on. I know we got next week, but why wait till next week? Let's get this going right now again. And Lorcan says, you know what, next week. We'll wait till next week. And you got to wonder why. Only Lorcan did not like the fans not reacting to him in a positive light. And Oni said, forget the rules here tonight. Don't go anywhere. Our main event's up next. The most influential man of influential man. My goodness gracious, I am bumbling, stumbling, tumbling, fumbling here, as it is Grayson Waller. The Waller effect is in full display right now. That's what's going on. That's why I can't speak English.
Tag team match. Introducing first, from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 218 pounds, Gary Sam Walker.
Grayson Walker teaming up. This is the rules on this one. You team up with the man you're going to probably maybe face at Barely Legal for the ECW Barely Legal for the ECW World Championship. Let me repeat that again. You will be teaming up with your opponent at Guilty. Oh, I'm done here. Okay, hold on. Again, the Grayson Waller effect is in full display here. And for the last time, third time's the charm, you'll be teaming up with the man. If you are able to win tonight, you will be facing at ECW's pay-per-view, which will be the one, the only, the revival of Barely Legal. If you are able to win tonight, you and your partner will face each other at Barely Legal for the ECW World Championship. And I'm going to stay quiet for the next couple minutes. I'm just kidding. But here comes his tag team partner, and it's Matt Sydal. So this should be an interesting one here. Sydal and Grayson Waller said, hey, we want to get in for the ECW Championship. So if we have to team up, if we have to be a partnership for one night, just don't get in my way. It's essentially what Grayson Waller told Matt Sydal, the veteran who has yet to capture a huge or a major championship. Matt Sydal's going to get that chance with Grayson Waller here tonight. And they're going to face off against quite the two pairs.
And from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa
can hear it in the crowd. Joe. They know the favorites are here. Joe is one of the favorites here alongside his partner, and his partner is the madman himself, the psychopath himself. The man who wants to capture that ECW television, ECW World Championship. He wants it.
And from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa!
As Tommaso Ciampa makes his way down to the ring, he and Samoa Joe have to put their history to the side. They have to put their bitter hatred of each other from the past of NXT and out in the Indies all to the side. Because guess what? This is not going to matter tonight. Tonight is just about being better than the other two teams. That's it. You get to separate them. This is tornado style. So this is just not even. You don't even have to. You just have to have each other's back and break up the pinfalls when they are occurring. You just have to keep an eye on that. And a man that wants to get the ECW World Championship in his disposal, a man that would hold that belt, I think, better than anybody else can. Tommaso Ciampa is here. And here come their final opponents here. A team I think that could actually do it. I feel like I feel like all these men have a chance, but I feel like this team it's got potential. Guys who will one day be in the main event scene. They could be this first pay-per-view of ECW coming up. The ultimate finesser, the man who crosses the line. He's a habitual line stepper. It is Chris Bay.
From San Francisco, California, weighing in at 183 pounds, Chris Bay!
His partner is Eddie Edwards. Guys who don't really like each other.
At 253 pounds, Eddie Edwards.
But they got to put it to the side as well, too. Eddie Edwards and Chris Bay, guys who've been on Impact Wrestling, doing great. It's all out chaos. Let's go. First man that gets a pinfall or submission wins the matchup. Much easier said than done when you have everybody watching that pinfall, watching to see who gets it. Chris Bay taking it to Grayson Waller here. So Joe and they're all going after Grayson Waller. They don't like what's that? Those big white short pants, whatever they call that he's wearing. Honestly, in a match like this, teamwork doesn't really hit that spot as much. You just have to know that your partner, keep an eye on your partner as well as four other people that are trying to kick your head in. So, that's where it is here. Ciampa laying into Matt Sydal there. Big boots there. Chris Bay went nowhere there. You see Samoa Joe going to work right now. Chris Bay's in trouble here. That's Tommaso Ciampa putting in focus. This has just been a match right now. I'm watching, observing what's going on. Everybody's still in the ring right now, but it's literally just hit them top right now. Just retain all your stamina. Don't hit none of your big moves yet. Wait for it. And holy crap, never mind. Matt Sydal changed that up. So I'm going to hit a code red just for fun. Now Chris Bay and Ciampa dealing business right now. Sydal and Grayson Waller look kind of like the team right now in charge, but Grayson Waller's on the ground crying for help right now, but it's fine. Tommaso Ciampa will break up that submission today. I don't really want to get into that at all. And right now, Sydal breaking it up that pinfall right there as his partner was in trouble. It's not elimination style, so you also have to save everybody else. So it's not elimination style. This is just whoever gets the first pinfall wins. So that's how the chaos can happen. You could be saving someone else's match as well, because if you don't, then you lose the matchup as well. But Edwards is in trouble as Matt Sydal tonight. He's looking like he is ready to be a champion. And look at Grayson Waller protecting Sydal. That could be this. These two guys could take it. And there it is. Matt Sydal, 1 hour born, and there was nothing friendly meeting him down the ground. Bad, rough landing there, because Eddie Edwards put his knee out there, and out. Tommaso Ciampa said, it's just you and me, but look at those kicks again by Sydal. Those kicks could be enough to help him win here tonight. Where's Matt going? Drop kicks to lay out Ciampa. As you got Joe on the other side with Chris Bay, Grayson Waller is recuperating, but Eddie Edwards knows that as well. But Eddie Edwards said, let's take out Ciampa. He's a big threat. He's a former NXT champion. He's like, I'm a former Impact champion, but still, this guy's a big threat. Eddie Edwards he was a former Impact champion. Did not get to stick around with Honor No More, as Honor No More was drafted to NWA, but Billy Corgan said, Eddie Edwards is great, but I don't need him yet. I want to see him go somewhere. So Eddie Edwards got drafted into ECW's hands. And Eddie Edwards said, I'm going to make him regret that. Going to make him regret not taking me part of Honor No More. I am the best part of Honor No More.
Hello? See.
And here we go. As Chris Bay is working on the knee right here of Grayson Waller. Everybody's just attacking. Looks like Edwards is out there getting beaten down right now by Ciampa, and it looks like Sydal was like keeping out lookout for him. And now Chris Bay is laid out there by Matt Sydal. And Samoa Joe's thinking, he's thinking muscle buster onto Grayson Waller, and this is gonna be it. Grayson Waller's done. Samoa Joe and Ciampa are going to the main event of. Wait, what counter there? Oh no, the count is a 2, and it's all kick out by Grayson Waller. He survived a muscle buster. They were thinking they were going to Barely Legal. They thought they were about to go to Barely Legal and main event the spotlight Joe and Ciampa. And Chris Bay removing Matt Sydal at the equation. Edwards on the outside with Ciampa. Grayson Waller counters Joe. Joe was ready for something, but a high knee there by Grayson. And now Grayson picking up Joe, but Ciampa stepping in here. And this could be bad news, but look at Grayson. He is moving around like a worm all around Joe. And now Ciampa saying, hey, you best let go of my partner right now. Big time knee, big trigger knee by Grayson Waller. But Joe says that's going to do nothing to me right now. And Joe back in control in the ring. Joe's the only one keeping his match in the ring. Understanding that's the way to win. That's why you guys are all here. You guys are all here to get a win. So you can compete for the ECW championship. So you can main event Barely Legal. That way you are able to be the first main event of the revival of ECW. And Joe got him. And now Eddie Edwards has the better of Ciampa, and a big knee there to Grayson Waller. And there's a suplex there. Eddie Edwards is trying to put Ciampa here. Ciampa took a mean hit on there. He landed on that neck of his, which has been surgically repaired. It's been what's been keeping out of action for a while. And Ciampa almost lost that one there. But now Joe pulling Grayson Waller as Eddie Edwards is looking for Ciampa to get up. Oh, no. What is this? Edwards on again. Onto the neck there. It's like a package suplex, but oh no, choke time on JoJo. And oh, there's a save there. Ciampa still survives here, but the choke stopped by Chris Bay. As now Eddie Edwards is got the leg there. Now Bay and Edwards are working on Ciampa here. Teamwork there, working there. As you got Joe inside the ring with Grayson Waller, a big time kick that takes down Tommaso Ciampa. And now Matt Sydal stepping into the ring. Sydal removing Chris Bay out of the equation. He's trying to go to his tag team partner, help him out, because his partner's been getting beaten the crap down here. As there's a leg sweep there onto Samoa Joe. He's down. Pinfall here, but there's Bay to stop the pin there. And Eddie Edwards dropping Grayson Waller on his neck as well. And Grayson Waller's been taking quite the beating tonight. And look at Chris Bay protecting his man. And there it is. Edwards and Bay are going to main event. Barely legal for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. That's okay. Definitely not the one everyone thought was going to be the main event of Barely Legal, but this is just as good, and it's going to have them showing the world why they belong in the main event spotlight. Bay and Edwards with the win. That's ECW television. We'll see you on Thunder, then we'll see you next week.